G'day! Today we're having a look at another game in Steam's Next Fest. This one is called Station to Station. This is also set on my wish list for a little bit of time. So, I don't know, it just looked real quaint. So, let's see if it exists in its quaintness. Okay, complete all 12 buildings. Alright, we've got our keys. Mouse does the same thing. That one lets us swing. That one lets us zoom. That one lets us zoom out. Hover over a building to see what it does. Wheat farm. Needs nothing, produces wheat. Buildings need to be connected to a station. Press spacebar or the station button to place stations. Okay, so that is our little station spot right there. $50. What have we got? 2,000. And then we want a little station. No matter which way it faces. Bill requires wheat. Click on a station connector. Build a railway to the wheat farm. Okay. So, I guess what we want to do is we'll sort of want to go straight for a little bit, then we'll swing out for a little bit. Whoa. Remove that. We'll swing out for a little bit. And continue to swing out. Then cut just up there. Not too tight. Cut up there. Too tight. Whoa. Zoom in. Rotate around. Still too tight. Okay. So then what we want to do is... Oh. You'll receive wheat and you got money. Receive money also unlocks new buildings. Okay. Hover over a building again to see that it's complete. Alright, it's got its little tick. It's got his need tick. So that guy's a wheat farm. So each wheat farm can supply only one mill. So the new wheat farm needs to be connected to a different mill than the one you already used. Alright, so I'm allowed to now place these wherever I want. Let's go on sort of a diagonal based on the position of we had with that that wall over there. And we'll go out right a guy here. Swing nice and far up. Cut in there a little bit. Done. Keep greening up the place. Zoom in to get a look at our neat. I like the blurring there. Little train. Definitely a cute looking game. Thank you for taking me back to where I was looking at as well. I do actually appreciate that that consideration. Okay, another wheat farm. Another guy. So, since it doesn't seem like we actually need to make circular tracks, let's just place that guy that way. We'll place this guy that way. We'll build that one. Build to there. Build over the hill and cut in that way. I do like that you've got sort of two different spots you can get trains to connect into a station as well. Alright, check the supply and demand on the new buildings. So this guy needs milk. That guy needs milk. This guy produces milk. Okay, so... pull him as far forward as we can. Do a similar thing with him, and then this guy's got real restricted room. So maybe they'll even point him that way. So can we go, this guy runs over the hill, down, up, right, in, and then this guy, the best way to go here is we run him forward a little bit, we then snake him out. I mean, it doesn't seem like it overly cares about the efficiency or anything. It's a very casual game, and all it's looking for here is that we connect in some way, shape, or form. Alright, so buildings can be indirectly connected instead of directly connected. This cheesery to the dairy farm on the other side of the map. Try connecting them both to a nearby station. Okay, so let's get these guys their stations. So he can have one there. This guy can have one there. And this one can have one sort of up that way. Like this guy here and then across. Then, right. Can I connect this into? No. Oh, cool. That's neat that it's like automatically bridges over. So let's go. Bridge into that guy. And then straight across there. Level completed. It makes plenty of sense. End the level with at least $200 left. Use a total of 6 cards. Cheap rails. Cheap rails. Rails cost half the regular price. Consumes card on use. Alright, so let's guess first off we've got these 3 guys, so let's build him there. I wonder if you can build a station if you do reach a point where you get to have stations that are like there's more than one thing that is sharing the station. So if we're trying to save money, goal is these guys as far to the side that they need to be. Do anything to use it, or is it just saying that that's now in use? $17. We're just going to go as fast and direct as we can. Alright, the bridge makes that party bit more expensive, so let's get in there. I do like the little patter of the trains going into. Cheap bridges. Okay. Okay, so this guy needs flour and produces bread. This guy is wheat. That guy's wheat. So what I would say is that we want to sort of have all 3 of these guys connected together. Just curious, can I can he hop down? Yeah. Okay, so let's go cheap bridges. And then we'll go this guy and we'll say cheap rails. Dairy farm. So he needs milk, bread, and cheese. That guy's milk is already being used. So he produces milk. Okay. Okay, so what we need to do then is get this guy built a here. This guy built real close, uncomfortably close. That everyone will question why anyone ever wasted a full train line on that. I don't have any other choice other than building it as is. Okay, and then I reckon we could probably skip around that. I do like that it doesn't charge me for any of the construction until I've completed the whole thing. Like, it'll say, like, when I'm doing my little steps. Did I not build that close enough to the... You're just slightly out of range. Oh, that's a killer. Can I undo? So now I basically have to reset. I didn't say that he wasn't, like... Alright, restart level. Let's burn through this guy. Alright, so we know what we're sort of starting with cheap rail-wise. So really want to pick the ones that are going to be expensive. Now we know that he's going to go up that hill too, so let's position him in a way that's going to be beneficial for that. Bring him down to about here and in. That's great that I can use that after I've like gotten the quote. So give me the cheap bridge card and make that. Okay, so again, we will go this guy as far up that way as he can get, making sure they actually are connected since we've learning that lesson the hard way. That one, and then this guy can be sort of central. Cheap bridge, we'll run those two, make him into there. Alright, we're back to where we were. So, we'll go... Oh, don't need him yet. Alright, so we'll put this guy up there. This guy... Again, as uncomfortably close as we can get him. And then we'll go cheap rails on this one. Oh, we've got new cards too. Bunch of new cards. Alright, talk to me. So this guy wants flour. This guy wants wheat. He needs wheat to make flour. This guy makes wheat. That guy needs flour to make bread. Okay, so this guy on that side. This guy. I guess we can knock out someone's house to sort of in there. And this guy is confusingly close. The poor people that had to build that. I don't understand why money was spent to make that connection. Okay. So this guy still has milk, and this guy wants milk. So I think that the efficient or the cheap way to do this is that we run him to there. Press that, and then we press cheap bridge. What do we got? 2 cheap rails. Make that guy in there. Nailed it. I mean, it's an ugly as anything railway, and I feel like half of this game would be sort of making pretty layouts. I did fail by not using 6 cards, and that will haunt my dreams. Let's have a look at one more. At least $850. Create a railway that on completion immediately connects 4 resources. Okay, when a new railway supplies multiple buildings at once, you get extra money. This requires planning ahead. First connect the mill to the city, then connect the other buildings to the mill. The mill, the bakery, and the city will then all be supplied at the same time. Right, okay. Heavy freight train. Goods make 50% more money. Okay, so the guy needs bread, milk, and cheese. He's producing wheat. Wheat to make flour. And we actually have it where we've got you guys connecting. Lovely. Let's just sort of... I don't know if there's any valuable way to place this. Maybe like that. This guy, a... sort of out there. I feel like that's the way that he was telling me to do it. Right, because he wanted the mill connected to the, this guy. Mill connected to the city. So, I think that it's going to be cheaper in that regard to have the, I just sort of bounce down. Connect him. Okay, so then I think that what we want to do is go this guy into here, and then select the heavy freight train. Is that where we get a whole bunch? Yeah, so that's where we get our significantly more money. I just noticed here as well, that's our progress of money to get the next things made available to us. Okay. So, this guy needs milk. That guy produces milk. Sounds like they were made for each other. Alright, we can get down there. Oh, well, I should probably build this guy a station. Too far away. Done it again. Just to throw a question out there, is there any value to why you should be allowed to build a station that isn't connected to a base? Because if not, then I think just sort of, when you, at least when you're about to do it, warn someone to say like, this station is not connected to anything, are you sure you want to continue? Because I've done it twice now, and in both times it was genuinely an accident. Genuinely and most sincerely. Just sounded so drunk. I don't know why they let me build a station there. I was generally unexpecting that. And he's getting his bread from... So he's got bread. There's his milk and whatever. I realize I should be using cheap rails here, which I haven't been. I've got so many of them. Okay. He needs wheat. It's all the way over there. Well, let's just do a fun, like, straight across. Blocked. If we go cheap rails, doesn't affect much. If we go cheap bridge, significantly affects it. Do love that sound. I'm going to zoom in for this next build because I want to see the that enjoyable sound in the placement. Cheap rails. That's cool. Oh, come on. I didn't even get close to either of them. Killing me. Freight train. We're gonna at least make our money's worth from getting all that stuff finally connected. Alright, we got another freight train to try and get this mess back up to... That's a lot of stuff. Okay, so firstly what we're going to do is we're going to make sure this guy's connected to his base. Which I guess we're just going to knock out like a house. Got so many cheap rails, we're just going to use them all. At this point, I don't even care what they're connected to. Like, we are just creating everything connected to everything else. Cheap rails. This guy over here. Get him connected there. We'll then get this guy over here to connect there. Cheap rails. Then we will use cheap. I use cheap rails. But I can't use my freight train. Oh, no, nothing makes money on this move. Something not connected then? Well, currently still needs to be connected. He's good. He's good. He's good. He's not got his bread. Where's his bread meant to be coming from? Grey, this guy. Okay. I realized that all I had to do was look for the section of the map that was still grayed out. So if we connect this guy here, we connect him into there. We can, and then give him the freight. We're going to fall way under our 800, but I feel more than fair with my terrible building connection mistakes there. Got close though. Not too bad. Alright, well there we go. That's a look at that one. Definitely casual. Do enjoy it. Any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. And until next time, catch you later. See ya.